You too. You know, welcome back to another reaction, man.
Back.
See Twin right next to me.
You know it every day.
We with it today, you know what I'm saying?
Let's get it.
We got most dangerous jobs on earth. 2021 too. Let's get
Most jobs are pretty dull and boring, but not these jobs. From fiery workplace environments to jobs that look like they're straight out of action movies. Here are the most dangerous jobs in the world for 2021. Oil riggers. Working on an oil rig under normal circumstances is bad enough. You're away from your family in the middle of the sea. All you smell is oil, and you normally work 16-hour shifts with almost no sleep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. The people that be putting them things in the ocean, you know, them like, what they call buoys or something like that? Them things, in, I don't know how. I couldn't go. I'm not doing that. And then they gotta carry, and then people like that hold these ships and stuff. Them big old like cargo ships and all that, bro. Like, what if like big old waves and stuff come?
But working on an oil rig is incredibly dangerous. After all, oil is very flammable. Fires and explosions on oil rigs are very common. Just days ago, the Mexican oil company Pemex had a gigantic gas leak from an underwater pipeline on their oil rig. This captured a blaze underwater, and the ocean literally caught fire. The fire raged for more than 5 hours. This video looks dramatic, but it's fairly routine if you work on an oil rig.
Is crazy
for every
it's so
100,000 oil rig workers, 27 pass away
right on top of
Also
water.
yesterday, there was a major explosion at the Umid gas field in Azerbaijan. The oil rig owned by the state oil company is in the Caspian Sea. It's believed the explosion was caused by an underwater mud volcano. War reporter. In many countries, being a journalist can be a cushy job. You work in an office and write articles about what ice cream a celebrity ate today. But that is not the case around the world. For journalists covering war, it's literally a matter of life and death. Journalists from around the world have had their lives taken, been injured or kidnapped since going into many war zones. Most recently, this includes areas like Iraq, Afghanistan, and Syria. Every year, around 70 journalists pass away. Most recently, media buildings were blown up in Gaza. This was caught in one very dramatic video. A journalist named Yuma Al-Sayed was doing a live report for Al Jazeera. That's when the neighboring building was hit by an Israeli airstrike. Despite the explosions, the journalist continued reporting. But really, she is lucky to be alive. A similar thing happened back in 2012 to CNN correspondent Anderson Cooper. He was doing a report from Gaza City when suddenly an explosion happened right behind him. Online users calculated that the explosion happened around 300 meters away from Anderson Cooper. Armored truck driver.
Too close.
Being an armored truck driver is like driving around with a target on your back. Armored trucks are used to transport valuables around. This is normally large quantities of money for banks or retail companies. Or in some cases,
I think that's the video.
Trucks are specially designed to be bullet resistant and have armor plating. They are designed to resist robberies and hijackings, and can withstand extreme degrees of heat, explosives, and collisions. But unless you're an incredibly skilled driver,
I think it might show the video that I've seen. It was a
drivers are trained in offensive and defensive driving maneuvers. Just how dangerous this job really is was captured on tape in South Africa last month. This dashcam footage shows the driver of an armored truck during an attempted hijacking in South Africa. They were driving along a highway as normal when all of a sudden shots were fired. They quickly grabbed the fences themselves in case things get messy. The older man driving seems very determined.
Hold on, right quick. When I was watching this, I'm not gonna lie, I did not know what was. I didn't know they was in that type of car. I just seen it on Instagram and they just showed this part, them getting shot at and all that stuff. I'm like, this man pulled out a rifle. I'm sitting here going crazy. I'm like, bro, what is this warfare going on? I didn't even know it was that truck. See now I see why. But that's crazy, bro.
But the younger man who may be new to the job seems absolutely terrified, and rightly so. They dodge more hijackers and eventually make it off the highway. While the younger man calls for police and reinforcement, they drive off-road, and thankfully get away. If you're wondering why the driver was so calm, that's because he is a former police sniper.
I knew he
His
was.
name is Leo Prinsloo, and he's experienced this many times before.
Okay, I know
Images of their car after they got away showed the immense damage it took. But thankfully the bulletproof glass did not break, and it saved both of their lives. Snake milkers.
They tried.
Snake milkers?
Many people are unaware this job
Oh,
even
yeah.
exists.
Oh, yeah,
First,
yeah.
being a
Venom,
snake
yeah,
milker
that's
involves
dangerous.
getting the
Mad.
venom out of
They get hit.
snakes. This
They
is
get
a
hit
very
once, that's it.
important job that saves numerous lives per year.
Yeah,
Of
it does.
course, they try and be as safe as possible, but they are dealing with very venomous snakes. And they have to physically hold these snakes, which means they're at risk of being bitten at any moment.
Yeah.
It's very rare that any snake milker would have never been bitten while at work. Snake milkers extract this venom to create anti-venoms or for medical research. So, while they are risking their lives every day, they're also saving many other people's lives.
That's why that's why I always will respect. That's why I feel like, honestly, they should get more. That's why I feel like they should change the salaries of these NBA players with them,
See, I
because
respect
these,
all the laws and shit like that. I respect all things
because
like this.
this stuff saves and helps people. Because
Yeah.
back then it wasn't all this stuff. You saw like George Washington teeth, they put wood as his man's teeth. They there was no numbing, none of that when they had surgery done on their teeth and all that stuff. Straight pain. You taking 100% pain. That junk. So I'm grateful for this. the era I'm living in right now. Even though it's kind of tough with this, the pandemic and all that crazy stuff that happened, but it's better than those times. I'm telling you.
What's that?
Especially
Logan.
the houses back then too.
Yeah.
If you hear
the
someone yell
animals back
timber
then.
in the forest, run. That's because it's likely a logger. The logging industry is a very dangerous field to work in.
Yeah,
it has some of the highest work-related fatalities in the world. Loggers are 30 times more likely to pass away on the job than any other worker.
Dang.
These mainly happen from two sources. Either equipment failures injuring loggers, or
Legend tells of a place where
That's what I'm good at right there.
Equipment failure, yeah.
I'm
or
good enough
trees
to dodge
falling
a
on
tree.
top of the
I'm
loggers.
fast enough, but equipment failure, you
Microchip
can't dodge that.
manufacturers. Today, microchips are needed in pretty much any piece of technology. All computers and phones need microchips. And these chips are made with very hazardous chemicals such as arsenic. Not all factories in every country adhere to good safety standards, and this means the workers are constantly being exposed to very dangerous chemicals. These chemicals will not take your life instantly, but instead there are very serious long-term effects. Even factories with good safety standards have high rates of people passing away. Other problems can involve miscarriages, birth defects, cancers, and respiratory illness.
See, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't know all this about some freaking microchips. That's crazy. I'm not gonna lie, that's really crazy to me. How actually these jobs are real dangerous. You would think, oh, fix this goddamn thing right here. But you don't know how dangerous it is. That's crazy. Certain jobs, that's crazy.
Illnesses. It almost makes
overlook
you
a lot
feel
of
bad
jobs.
using phones and computers knowing that someone may pass away just for you to have these items.
For real, that's crazy.
Underwater welder. Being a welder is a dangerous job in and of itself, but underwater welders have one of the most dangerous jobs on the planet.
Oh, yeah, I'm already
Every day
knowing.
they face many dangers. This includes electric shocks, explosions, decompression sickness, and even wear and tear on their dental fillings. Out of every 100 welder on the job, 15 pass away annually.
Annually?
Bush pilots. Bush pilots fly in very tough terrain where there is no prepared landing strips or runways. They are paid much less than normal commercial pilots, and they have a lot more risks on the job.
What?
For every 100,000 flight hours, there's nearly 14 accidents. The crash rate for pilots in Alaska is 2 times higher than in the rest of the USA, and their small Cessna planes are far less protected than large commercial aircraft. This means if there is an accident, bush pilots have a very low chance of survival.
Oh my god.
Steel workers.
I can't do that.
Steel workers work incredibly
Yeah,
high
I'm
up.
already knowing.
They used
Yeah.
to do this with no harnesses, but now in most Western countries they do use harnesses.
Yeah,
However,
they
they
used to
can
do this
still
with no
fall from
harnesses.
great heights. Sometimes equipment failures and steel beams or walls collapsing can also cause workers to lose their lives. For every 100,000 steel workers, 56 pass away per year. Crab fishermen.
Dang.
Being a crab fisherman is 26
That's my
times
luck.
Any of y'all, probably, I don't
God
know.
dang it, man.
Drop another gusher. Any of y'all watching this video that do any of these jobs, I thank y'all a lot. Because I can't do this. I'm not going to lie.
Facts.
Y'all see what I'm doing, reacting to videos. It's probably one of the most safest jobs right now. Y'all got it. I'm not going to lie. And I thank you for
Respect,
that.
respect.
Respect.
more dangerous than the average job. Every year, around 126 pass away on the job. This mainly happens because of hypothermia, or workers falling overboard and drowning. Sometimes they're also injured by the very heavy machinery and gear. But now it's time to make your voice heard. Comment below which of these jobs you would find the most scary to do. If you want some more amazing videos, then check out my second channel. But as always, thanks for watching.
Why the most scariest to me will probably be the what they call it? The one that do the building, the metal workers, I think they call it something like that.
Yeah.
I'm scared of heights like a mug. And then being up on that metal, you could slip at any time. No, my balance is terrible too. I'm straight slipping off.
Every time.
How about you? What do you think is the worst one? I mean, the scariest one, honestly.
I don't know. To be honest with you, I just know all of them.
It's a fact, especially that plane
Still
too.
every single one of them. So I don't
I'm about to go in the comments.
Probably the one where you had to be up on the balance beams the most.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know.
Up there, and they said they used to do it with no harnesses. No.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about, the metal things. That's what I was.
Oh, that's what you was talking about.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then,
that's
yeah.
why I said I was afraid of heights and like that. They used to do it with no harness, bro. No.
Oh yeah. No.
Nah, bro. I'm not
definitely
messing
one.
with that. Yeah, that's definitely one. Hey, but we out this thing, man.
We out.
Gang.
Gang.